Oh, shit. Welcome back to the Crime Man Podcast, episode 6, I believe. Making our way, dude.
That's a
6.
lot. That's a lot.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, nice.
We did start like 3 months ago, but we've been doing videos, pushing V's.
Pushing V's.
Mhm.
No, pushing P for podcast.
Check out that last Reno video. It's pretty good. Doing numbers, too,
Please
for our channel.
subscribe, like, share. Shout out to Gabby. She shared.
Yeah, on her story.
My sister shared on her story.
Yeah, she did.
So it's nice. We're not keeping that.
I can't believe I just did that.
We're not keeping
We got my mic smells.
Chris, please. We're not keeping that. Please. I can't be seen like this. Why are you putting it down there?
Look at the mouth. Look at us something to say.
Cardiac arrest.
So we put out that Reno video. It was really good. It's going.
Yeah, it's great. Let me know. I don't know. Actually, never mind.
Unlike what just happened, it was a really wholesome video, actually.
Yeah, it was really good. The edits were clean. It was really good. It was
Yeah,
nice.
we collaborated on the edits, and it turned out pretty good.
Yes.
Pretty good.
And I think that's what, like, not separates us, but I think it definitely makes us stand out. It's like we actually
Yeah.
put time in that edits and like if you look at the video every 5 seconds there's an edit and it's like super quick, or it's not like, oh, there's an edit every 5 seconds, you know?
Yeah, the story's moving the whole time.
Oh, by the way, I have
Really good.
contacts right now, so
Oh,
that's why I don't have my
yeah.
glasses. So you guys see my side profile, normal profile, side profile. So mullet's growing in. You know what I'm saying?
I'm already used to you like not wearing the glasses now. He had an appointment earlier today, and I went with him to go get his fucking glasses
Yes.
so that I could help him pick out his new pair. And they
Right.
ended up getting contacts somehow.
And the new pair is coming out in a week, so you guys will see that next podcast probably.
Yeah, they're clean. They're nice.
They're nice. They're nice. Can't wait.
Do you think it's? I mean, I felt like kind of weird going with you to your eye appointment. Like,
Yeah.
we're just two bros. Like,
I know. It was interesting
pull it up
because
to
like
the doctor's appointment. And
I
you
even
asked if
asked
I
them.
could go in, and they said no.
I was okay. What about if he was my boyfriend? How about that?
I know.
Like no.
Fucking. They're like, sorry, there's only one chair in here.
I know. I was like, damn.
But damn, if you listen to our last podcast, actually no, it was episode number 4. I talked about this guy that's been hitting on my girlfriend, shamelessly. Like he knows that
Shameless.
he knows that she's taken by me. and he
Just
doesn't
real
give a
quick.
fuck.
Why is that top bar not moving and the bottom one is? Like the bottom one has the squiggly lines. the top one
It's
doesn't?
it's frozen on like one part,
Okay.
so we're good. Anyways, bro's fucking really interrupted. This dude's been hitting on my girlfriend for fucking millennium now. And she even posts she'll post stories with me in them purposely, and then she'll check to see if he sees them, and he sees them.
He swipes up and he's like, "You look so good."
I know, it's just me, and she's not even in it. But so she knows that he knows that I'm in the picture, you know.
Yeah.
And fucking, he doesn't care because the other day he swiped up one of her stories. Okay, she's like addicted to Starbucks, so she posted her Starbucks drink, just a picture of her drink, not her, the drink in her hand, and she said, "Is this what heaven looks like?" And then he swiped up. He was like, "No, it looks like you."
Oh my god! Wow.
I know.
Wow.
Dude. Bold.
That's so crazy.
What do
Like
you
he's
think?
still like. I think she should just block him at this point.
Yeah, right.
Because like, what does he offer?
She asked me. She's like, "Do you want me to block him?" And I was like, "I think it's kind of entertaining.
I think it's entertaining.
I think it's pretty entertaining."
for our sake, keep him.
Yeah,
But for
the
like
pod,
normal, it's like, why would you?
we should
like,
just see how long we can keep it going. And I'll have her post like things like perfect setups for like a punchline from him. You know,
Jesus.
like what's
She's
a
in
good one? What's a good
lingerie
one?
just
About to
to
go
see?
shower. He's like,
He's like, "Oh, prove it."
dude, she got my ass so good. It was the day after Valentine's Day, and I was driving to school, and she texted me, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, sorry, I forgot to thank you for the flowers. I can't believe you got them delivered." I was like, "What the fuck? Wait a minute, you know?"
Yeah.
And then I was like, "Wait, I didn't send you any flowers." And then she was like, "Oh," and I was like, "No way, this dude sent her fucking flowers, you know?" But she was fucking with me.
Ah.
She was
Heck,
fucking with me
overthinking
hard.
like everything. Wait a minute.
Yeah. God damn it.
Real quick, back to the glasses thing.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to say, That shit was gonna be $800
$800.
without insurance. Shout out PepsiCo.
Yeah.
But $800, like Jesus
Uh-huh.
Christ. I mean, maybe I don't know. I know that a lot of people like finesse their glasses, but dang, that's still a lot. Luckily, it grounded down to still $400, which is still kind of a bag. But I was like, I knew I was gonna spend a lot. I think my last glasses that lasted me like 4 years were $500. So I was like, I knew it was gonna be, you know, I knew what it was.
It's crazy because the frames were only 170. Like, where's the other
I
fucking
know.
700 coming
Well, because
from?
think about it, maybe that's frames without prescription.
Without what?
Prescription.
Oh yeah, that's true.
like
Like
just
just the
basic
frames,
frames.
no lenses.
Then you got like transition and all that stuff. But
Fucking crazy, dude.
it's
Wow.
crazy how everything like in the medical field is so expensive. You know.
Could we talk about how your sister had to call and make the appointment for you because you were just not even? Were you scared to call, or were you just like?
I just get anxious, man. I don't know. I can't
With
do it. I
adult
don't know if
shit?
anyone else relates, but like I just can't make phone calls and like especially appointments or anything like in adult nature. It sounds like I'm like lazy, but I'm not. It's more just like I just get so in my head about like calling. So
And you don't know what you're talking about. I relate to that. Like I don't know what I'm talking
yeah,
about
like
when I
this is
call
a lot
about
of my first
insurance.
times, you know. But
Mhm.
like my sister's been begging me for like months. Shout out her, like to make appointments for things like my dental and like my like eyes and all that stuff.
Mhm.
And I've been like totally like yes, but I'd never do it because like I try and then I'm like, oh, it's just too much. So
You get discouraged hella quick.
yesterday she like grabbed my phone and then she like just called the place like
Mhm.
no whatever.
Did she
just
even warn
called.
you, or she just did it?
Well, she was like, we're gonna call. And I was like,
Oh,
oh,
shit.
you know.
Yeah.
And then it was like, heck, okay. It actually comes full circle funny because so she calls and she's like, hey, my brother has insurance and like like and through Mexico, and it was like super simple and I was right there next to her and I was just like, I don't want to listen. And then there was some questions my sister didn't know, like what's his phone number, and then I would have to come in, and it would just have to be funny because it would just be me, like a grown ass man, just be like 209-968, and then it would go back to Alex talking the whole time, you know, and then another question was like, date of birth, you know, and then today we went to go get the glasses, and then I told the girl, or you told the girl that my sister had to call.
One of us did, yeah.
Yeah, and then I guess it was her that answered, and then I was like, oh yeah, I didn't know if the person was gonna think it was super weird. And the freaking girl was like, yeah, that was hecka weird or something like that. Like she was
Straight up.
like, oh yeah, I remember. Oh, now I remember because she just like hella agreed, and I was just like, Jesus Christ, okay, I'm right
Fuck
here.
me.
Like yeah,
Yeah.
like, I'm sorry, it's not normal.
That shit was hella
But it was
funny.
hecka funny because I thought she was gonna be like super like, oh no, it's okay, we get that all the time, you
Mhm.
know. And she was like, what the fuck are you, you know?
Speaking of PepsiCo, who paid for your her part, the insurance paid for part of your glasses. Do you want to talk about how you no call, no show?
Oh yes,
tonight?
dude. Yesterday, I had no sleep, maybe like just a couple hours, and like I went to sleep at like 10, and I had to wake up at like 11ish.
PM.
And I was like, okay, an hour of sleep, I could make it, like get a little nap and go.
Mm-hmm.
I fucking went to sleep and I didn't wake up until like 1:40 a.m. And I was like, oh.
And your shift starts at 11?
11:40.
Oh, my God.
And at that point, like I could call because you're supposed to call within 2 hours.
Oh,
if you call
yeah.
within 2 hours, you're okay. You just have to tell them like you're calling in, or using Cal sick, or using vacation,
Yeah.
or you sick, whatever. And I just looked at my phone and I was just like, I don't want to, you know. And I just fucking threw that shit, and I was like, just gonna enjoy my sleep, you know.
Yeah.
But now I'm kind of like scared because I'm like, when I go, I don't know what they're gonna do because I didn't call, I didn't do anything. Like I just didn't show up. Like just nothing,
Damn.
you know.
What are you going to say when you go in today?
Just gonna,
Like if
sorry.
they ask you.
Just gonna, like,
They're going to
sorry.
ask you, right?
I don't know. I'm gonna like walk in and see the vibes. Just be like, hey, my shift
Fuck.
yesterday was super hard.
Yeah.
Just hella play it off. But no, I'm gonna probably just be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna say like I slept through the whole night. Like I didn't wake up until like 6 a.m. So there's no point in calling, you know.
Yeah.
And I'll see what they say. Dude, I'm so over that job. So whatever.
Same. I feel like we're all over our jobs.
Literally.
I'm taking a trip this weekend with my girlfriend.
Whoop.
And I swear I requested it off. Like I requested the weekend off so I didn't have to work. And I looked yesterday. I was like, I should double check. And I looked and fucking scheduled the whole weekend. I'm like, God damn
Did not
it.
care.
So
I like there's like this video and he's like, it shouldn't be called like a request. It should be called like a warning that I'm gonna call off. Like I'm not gonna be there anyways, you know.
fucking statement. Yeah. What was I gonna say? You're scarfing down that water, huh?
Yeah, dude, I'm actually really parched.
Damn. I was thinking about it. I feel like one of the good, like, you know how they say that you become who your friends are? Like your
Yes.
closest 3 friends, you become that? I really believe that.
Oh,
I
yeah.
feel like it's definitely
Definitely.
working. I wanted to ask you, what do you think are like good qualities that you take from like me and your other friends? assuming that I'm one of your closest friends. And and what are some of like the bad qualities that you take from us? Can you think about that?
Yeah. Okay, so good qualities is like we always want like better. We never settle. We're still not comfortable yet. Maybe we'll be at one point when we're like 25 and we're just adults.
Yeah.
Like either we're made it and we're comfortable, or we didn't make it and we're comfortable. But we're all pretty driven, which is nice. We're all pretty athletic. Which is super cool. I think it's a fun thing to have because then you're not going on like hikes by yourself, or you're not going to like rock climbing by yourself. It's like, okay, like Chris, you're interested in it, like then we actually consistently go, you know?
Yeah.
And then
what's some of the bad?
The bad? I don't know. Like, I think you just add fuel to the fire, right? So, like, we're all pretty horny. Like, you know, like all of us are fiends and dogs in a sense. Not crazily relaxed.
I feel like so many times in the past we've like sabotaged experiences where it's like we're just doing something like wholesome, like on a little trip or something, and then it's like somebody starts bringing up like, no way we don't have any girls with us right now.
Yeah.
And it just turns into like, no way we're not talking to any girls right now. No way we're not going up to anybody. You know, it's so like
bad.
Unhealthy. Like why the
like if you're the only person in that group, you would just stay quiet. But the fact that we kind of all start like we start boiling.
Yeah.
We start fiending, which is bad. I don't know what else. What's like a bad one? What's a bad one?
A bad one.
Because I don't know what's bad. Maybe like from the outside view, like that's like toxic. I guess that's we don't know of. But no, we see pretty good.
Dude, I don't know. I feel like we get along like really, really, really
but like
well.
even if it's it's like something bad that is just a bad quality.
I don't know. Let me say some good. Maybe I'll think of some bad. Pretty much the same as yours, honestly. Though, like I just feel like our friend group is on it. Like we've always been on our shit for sure. I think it's part of it's like we met from running. So we met doing like the most gruesome, like
grind time.
Yeah, like the most miserable sport ever. So all we did was grind from the beginning, you know. And like, we're super super active, and like we work out together, we go on hikes together, we can do everything together, really.
And like like you said, like we kind of met in that grind time like mindset where it's like now when we see each other and like we do anything, it's like we can still have fun, but we kind of take it serious in a sense, like even a little competitive, you know. So like even with hiking, like we subtly push ourselves, like, oh, we should kind of go on a run, or we should start running,
let's run.
Or if we're swimming, I don't know, we just make it active in a sense, but it's not like boot camp, like, oh my god, this really sucks.
Like, it's not annoying, like there's a good
like,
balance,
bro, relax, you know. It's like just subtle, and then like enough where we're kind of all like in the same page, like this is fun, and like it feels good, you know.
It's crazy that we agree on so many things, like. And there's not one person in our friend group that's always like, okay, in like an immediate friend group, that's very like, that just does things too much, you know? Where you're like, dude, this is really annoying, like fucking stop, you know? I feel like we all know like the vibe, and we all just, you know, we never like overdo something or underdo something.
And I feel like, well, at least me, but I think a lot of us too, like we're really good at choosing, since we have such a great friend group, like we're really good at choosing who we let in our lives, you know? And like I'm friends with like a lot of people, and like everyone to like not like crazy good friends, but like at least like I know you, or we'll snap, or maybe the occasional hangout. But like I'm really good at like I could tell if I want you to be like super close or just even close, you know?
Yeah.
Because it's like if I don't want you to, like there's no hard feelings. You're just not like you're not like the same page as me. So like why even force anything? And like you'll find someone that is on the same page as you, you know? So I think that helps too, because like anyone who we take on our trips, like we're all on the same page. Like we wouldn't invite you for like one of us were like, ooh, that's not gonna work, you know? That's really nice. So it kind of makes everything so smooth. Like everything's so smooth, you know? We're not fighting all the time.
So do you mean like from knowing us and having our like friendship, it's helped you like learn to gauge who you want to be around and shit?
Yeah, definitely. Like even throughout the years, and like especially recently, and then just kind of like figuring out like what do I like and what don't I like in a person, or like what makes me comfortable and like what makes me not comfortable. And I think that's important. So like you're not in something too deep, and then you have to be like, oh shoot, maybe I don't like this, like as a friend's or relationship, or like just things like that, where it's like you got like the earlier you figure stuff out and like you kind of test and try everything, the better, you know?
Yeah. I feel like I've been like super content with our friend group. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's probably to the point where I'm like, I don't even like branch out to like
Yeah.
meet new friends and chicks. I'm like, dude, I got such a fucking good squad, you know?
And I think I did before, but now like with time and time going less, it definitely gets harder to like start branching out and going crazy,
Yeah.
you know?
Dude,
And, like,
shout out
COVID too, like makes it harder to like
Yeah.
I'm not going to school or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
And like a lot of like your stuff is like in your house.
Yeah.
But it's like if you're going out a lot or just shopping and all this stuff, it's like, oh, you probably would meet a person occasionally, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Shout out who?
Shout out Motown Track Club.
Oh yeah, nice, bro. Check them out.
Dude, all our friends are grinders and like trying to create shit and like, you know, do good things for the future. And our good friend Andrew started
Andrew Keys.
a running club, and that shit's popping off.
Yeah, they have really good
Popping
runners.
off.
Sadly, like all their times have been like so weird because I did
It's
like
always when I work.
they
Yeah.
do like 8 a.m.s, which is like I'm not even home,
Mm-hmm.
and then they do like 7 or 6 p.m.s, and I'm
Yeah.
just like, you know, it's
The
like
way
one
we're
of the
shouting
two.
them out, and then we're just talking about other times.
I
we're
know.
like-
I haven't gone, but dude, it's cool because
sick.
I mean, like if you're a runner who just like started or like
Mm-hmm.
or want to start, and you kind of need like just a few extra people,
Yeah.
just go try it out. Like you don't like it, they're not gonna
Mhm.
hit you up and be like, oh my god, like what the hell?
Yeah.
Like you signed a contract. Like it's like, oh okay, that sucks, you know?
Yeah.
Like or maybe you could give them feedback even if you didn't like it. You could be like, hey,
Mhm.
I didn't like it, but maybe if you guys did this, you know?
Yeah.
But I think the people who've gone probably have really enjoyed it because I've seen a lot of people returning.
Yeah.
And they have like a wide variety. Like they have some crazy runners, like Andrew himself, and I know like this other guy. Where from? Like it's like Hoka
Michael.
sponsored.
Yeah.
He runs like a lot. Like I think he was saying 100-mile weeks.
Yeah. He has a history of hitting.
And then you
100-mile
have
weeks.
people who like are barely ran and they'll run like probably like 20 minutes, or like Chris who like would you last time you ran like 2 miles, right?
Yeah.
So it's just like
Do I run like once or twice a week, maybe?
exactly,
Yeah.
and you don't feel like outcasts. Like
No.
oh these guys.
It's
are
like all
better,
levels.
You know?
It's like whatever your goal is, they're down for you to like just show up and vibe, you know?
Yeah, which is nice.
Yeah.
I wish I did clubs in high school. I did the Christian club. Hey,
You did?
Represent.
You did?
Yeah.
Eagles for Christ?
Eagles for Christ. But
Damn. How was that? When was that before you met us?
no, that's a senior year.
Really?
Senior year or June? No,
You just
I
did it
just
for
knew-
girls, didn't you?
no. It was no. There. I
think you had a
there was
girlfriend at that
anyone. I
time.
think I just knew. I think I just was like kind of into Jesus. She was kind of my homie at the time.
That's valid.
So I was just like,
Wait.
why not? You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, sorry, we had to double check our stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was cool. Like it was cool because you kind of learned a bit, and like at the time I was interested. But at the same time, I think I kind of remember, but I think it used to be kind of like the same thing where we wouldn't even get that deep into anything. Like it'd be like 10 minutes to get to lunch and like get all your lunch and sit there and everything, and everyone would say hey whatever.
Yeah.
And then it would be like 5 minutes of reading the Bible, and then it'd be like another 10 minutes of nothing. And it was just like, dang, like we didn't really get, I wasn't in there. And I think a lot of people were complaining too, you know? It was a cool vibe.
Mhm.
And then I don't think I ended up finishing, which was like, sucked because I couldn't even get anything
Damn.
for it, you know?
Ooh, one thing I wanted to ask you about too, because you mentioned college earlier. How you're not in college? Do you regret not going, like not staying in college, or like?
I don't know.
It
just comes back and forth, you know? And I think it all depends on how my life plays out in the future. We'll really find out like the payoff.
Mm-hmm.
I think in some aspects, yes, because I think it is kind of true that like some degrees will put you forward like so much, you
Yeah.
know, like even like a
Mhm.
degree in coding or something like
Yeah.
that, like a degree in architecture or something like that, like where you
Mhm.
right when you get that degree, you know, you're probably going to use it and you're probably going to be in a really good space. But I feel like if you get a degree in like something more basic, or if you get a degree that needs masters and doctorates, like
Yeah.
to really get somewhere, it's like
me.
why I could have used those 4 years to get like in a better position somewhere
Mhm.
else anyway. So like it just depends on like where I am in like a 4 year kind of span of like what could have been. Which is
Yeah.
probably like it's already kind of past my 4 years of high school, like after
Mhm.
high school, but like still a little bit after. You
Yeah.
know? Because I don't think I would have been grinding anyways. Like I'm thinking like 6 years, I would have probably finished my bachelor's. You know?
Yeah.
Because I'm just like
I think
fail,
so.
pass, fail, pass.
Yeah.
The only thing I do miss about it too is like the life, like meeting people. I'm
Mhm.
very social, so it's really nice to meet people and like be like,
Yeah.
oh dang, like this is so cool, and like a lot of things were interesting. Like even though I left college, a lot of the stuff was still interesting because I'm already there. Like
Yeah.
once I'm out of the class, I don't give a shit. Like I'm not gonna study and I can do that stuff.
Yeah.
But like once I'm in the class, like wow, this is interesting. I'm already sitting down. I'm gonna pay attention. I'm gonna be like, oh, this is so boring. So
yeah.
it's cool because I realized how much mentally challenging you get, how much mental challenge you get while you're in school. Like
yeah.
your brain works so hard and like memorization, absorption, all this stuff. And then sometimes when you're not doing that, it's a lot of like some days I didn't really learn anything. And it's like my brain should be flexing and like getting all these like neurons going. So that, and then I don't know, even though I don't think it should be this way, it'd be cool to have a bachelor's or like you know, even a master's. Like, ooh, this is cool. But at the same time, like when I see you guys in the street, like who gives a shit? Or like we're all a person anyways, you know? Like we all get shot. We get shot. You know? Like so yeah. What about you? Real quick, sorry to flip that around. Do you like would you ever consider, did you regret dropping out, not dropping out, I mean?
On the okay, yeah, I was gonna bring that up on I think it was our 4th episode. I said like if I was me now, but back when I started college, like the same mindset as now, I said that I wouldn't have gone to college. But I don't know if that's true. Because, like, that's me speaking of, like, COVID online classes. This shit sucks. Like, that's basically what that was. Like,
like
I really like being in class. I really enjoy it. Like, I'm super fucking interested. Like, usually, like, no matter what the topic is. I'm not really into math that much. But I've always just been, like, super into school. Even in high school, like, I actually really like took interest in stuff, and I think that's why I got really good grades because I actually cared and was like intrigued by shit. And when I first got into college, I really, really, really liked being in class. Like it actually really made me happy inside, and that's when I decided I want to be a professor. And then when COVID hit and like everything was online, I was like, dude, I don't give a fuck about this anymore. Like I totally like all the spark was just gone for me. And I did not care. I was like, I just want this to be over. Like,
It's
just want to get
like
the
a
degree.
grade at this point. You know?
Yeah,
just
like,
like
I'm
words
just
on a screen.
I'm just trying to finish at this point. But now, like a couple weeks ago, or this week was my first week like back in person classes, and it's like coming back. I'm like, wow, like I really enjoy this. I enjoy being on campus, just like the grind. I really like it. So I'm like, damn, I don't know. And I think there's a lot of good things about college, even besides the degree. Like,
yeah, just the experience itself.
The experience. You meet a lot of people. Like you're surrounded by young people. I feel like it's just really healthy from like a social aspect.
Everyone wants to kill themselves.
You know, hopefully we can find a balance there. But yeah, it's just like I think you learn a lot about a lot of different topics, which helps you be like a very well-rounded human being. You know, like you know a little bit about a lot of things, and I feel like that's one of the really good things about college because it makes you like a really good conversationalist. You know, conversationist.
And I remember like when I was in my history class, our history teacher was gnarly, and like he would actually get into deep of like, because like in high school history you kind of learn just like our side and like basic stuff, like tip of the iceberg. Makes sense. You only have like a few years to learn some stuff. But in college, we actually get deep, and I forgot which class I took, but yeah, he would go ham on like just like what we did to like Native Americans and like like black people, and just like he would go into crazy stories and stuff like that. And like in like say our psychology class or English class, we'd go into like crazy different topics of like far leaning right stuff of like not even saying like politics, but just in life, like just crazy beliefs to the right, and think of the opposite, or crazy beliefs, you know. And it's like cool because it's like if you don't even agree, but like at least you kind of understand, so you could, if the conversation ever comes up, you like have a good counter argument. Yeah, because it's like really naive to just only learn about your side or one thing. Yeah, and then someone comes and says something, and you're like, shit, I'm not even prepared. You know, like, oh, he kind of makes sense. Like, but then if you actually took time to like research it, he's like, oh, he sounds like it makes sense, but he doesn't, you know? Yeah. And it's kind of interesting because, like you said, like you learn so much different from like little different things of a billion things, you know? Yeah. So that's always super fun. Is like, but when you're in work and like growing up and like when you're not in college, or I feel like, you know, and like you're kind of doing the same stuff, your eyes are like, your ears are only open to like what you want to hear. Because like if I don't want to hear it, I'm just walking away. Like, you know, like, or if I'm talking to people that I already know are like my beliefs. When in school, you're kind of forced to like, you got to listen to everything, or you got to learn everything, you know? So that's really fun too.
I think it's very healthy too, because like you said, like people are only going to learn what they want to learn, like when you're not forced to learn something, or like not forced, but obligated to like sit in the seat and listen to the whole thing. So yeah, it's totally fucking. I feel like it's one of the reasons that I'm like usually very hesitant to talk about controversial things. Like, I feel like I just don't know enough about like a lot of things, like a lot of the current things, to really talk about it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know both sides. I only know what like everything's being pushed as on Instagram, like shoved down my throat. And I'm like, I'm not gonna talk about this because I don't know like enough. Like, I haven't done the research and shit.
Yeah, I just don't want to sound like a bozo, you know?
Yeah,
like I just
an
don't
idiot.
like I know the basic things like that. Like just common sense.
Yeah.
Right? Like people deserve basic human rights.
Yeah.
You know? And like, let's just say that for like example, so we don't go crazy. Like that's a statement that we could both say like with confidence. And then there's like different things that are just like super crazy that I'm like, I probably not qualified. And like, why do you even care about my opinion? Like in a sense, like go to someone that actually researches. Like
for real.
Same thing with like celebrities and everything. Like, yeah, it's really nice if they do have an interesting, like an educated opinion. At the same time, like, why are we listening to like Robert Pattinson? I don't know if that's anything, but like, let's just say like why are we listening to Will Smith? Like, there's people who study this for years, but it's crazy how like we'll believe that instead of like doctors. You know, like what the fuck? You know? So it's interesting how like we're so like we want to learn. What do you think? Like, why? Why? What do I know that's better than you? You know?
Yeah.
But
yeah, I think in college there's like way less censorship. Like maybe not like a censorship difference, but it's just like the professors don't give a fuck. Like they're gonna talk about whatever they want to talk about, you know, and they're not gonna like sugarcoat it. Like I feel like in high school a lot of it's like they probably just have a curriculum they have to say, and like that's all they want to fucking do.
And then like they're so young that they have to deal with parents. Like oh, well, you taught my son this. And
True.
It's like, ugh. But like in college, it's like, hey, you paid me. It's
free,
buddy,
like
you know,
fucking whatever goes, you know. I think one of my favorite classes I took was my human sexualities class. I've talked about this multiple times, but dude, I feel like everybody should take a class like that. Sexualities, like you learn so much about all the STIs out there, like all the different infections you could get and shit. Because I feel like when you're not taught correctly, like you're either like super scared of everything or you're just like, I don't know, so I'm not even gonna worry about it.
Yeah,
you know?
like if it happens.
Exactly. Like there's so much fucking misinformation because nobody like actually goes in depth about it, you know? And in that class it's like raw, dude. They just give it to you straight. Like, this is the risk. This one's not that bad. This one's kind of bad, you know? Like, I always thought HIV was a fucking like a death sentence because that's what I was taught in health class at James C. Knox High School. And
after you signed your abstinence fucking card
for real
at 15.
Did we have those?
Yeah, I think so. And then I think you sign the card, you stand up and you say like the wording on it, like I will.
No way.
To like the American flag.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so that's crazy.
It's fucking crazy. But yeah, like once I got in that class, it's like, dude, the medication's so advanced, it's like really not a big deal at all. I heard they're working on a fucking vaccine for HIV.
I saw
something about that.
I saw a tweet today.
Same.
And it literally was like 3 people were cured using like stem cell research.
Really?
But like it's so early, so I don't know. And
dude,
it was a tweet, so I don't know.
I get my news from Instagram and Instagram only. Like I literally follow one news page and that's where I get my news from.
At least
I don't
it's reliable
look into
anything
anything else.
Kind
like,
of news, you know?
I don't even go on Twitter. Like I know you go on trending on Twitter and that's how you learn a lot of shit. So you're probably way more in the loop than me, but yeah, that's like the only way I get my news is
I
like
used to go on trending
page.
a lot on Twitter. I remember that would be like my day, like my first day, trend and just hit all the trends, get depth, like scroll forever.
Yeah.
Now I kind of do. Like I'll look just like a second and like maybe something interesting, but it's like whatever, you know?
Yeah, dude, I'm fucking wet. I don't like fucking watching the news, dude, or like reading news because it's just I get so overwhelmed, and most of it's negative, you know. Especially if you watch the news on TV still, like if you're one of the fucking boomers, that's so much.
I can't even imagine watching TV because it's just like so much before you get like before you get to something juicy.
The actual
it just seems
story.
Like so biased too, you know, like
it's
how they word it.
So
all stuff.
negative, dude. Like. Okay, I mean the evening news, like the 5 o'clock news, like current events, you know? Everything's just so, like, negative. It's literally, there's, like, nothing positive. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
It's like, that's not good for your mental health, you know?
It really isn't. Like, I can't imagine when people, like, adults, they say, like, I go home and watch the news. Like, it's kind of smart. Like, maybe you're smart because at least you're not just
My
watching
mom
a
does
show.
it.
But it's like, are you okay? You know? Like, dang. Like, you're really just watching of, like, all this stuff. And then, like, what do you do? And, like, what can you do? I guess it's just, like, more information. But still, it's like,
yeah.
Maybe just pick a topic. Like, pick one thing I feel like that you really want to change. So at least you're doing more than just watching. Like say you're all for human or not human. Like say you're all for um, like against like deforestation. And you just learn all about that like every day, like different kinds of newses, and you can actually like donate or go do stuff. Like that seems fun because then it's like you're doing a change. But it's like in one day you're learning like 20 different topics of 20 different bad things. Like what can you really do? Or like what's the point of learning it? You know?
What can you really do? Yeah, I don't know.
So L's. I know Chris wanted to talk about this. My failures in life. We'll give the statement.
Okay, lately Jaime's been doing the swipe skis on Tinder.
As you guys saw in the video.
And I don't know what it is, dude, because I swear, like, when we were both single before, like, we'd be up on the Tind, you know, swiping away. And I feel like we both would, like, get matches and stuff like that. But
I feel like I didn't
Jaime ain't getting shit, dude.
Well, it's like I'll get some matches too, right?
But they don't respond. Or, like, sorry, you tell us.
But then.
Bitch.
It's like,
you fucking loser.
I won't. Have you seen that video when he's like, I won't massage your feet?
No.
Okay.
All right.
We'll put the clip in right now. Anyways, and I'm not even tripping about it. Like I'm really not even tripping about it.
Yeah,
whatever,
you are.
I guess. But no, because like I'm really busy all the time too. So like I just go like literally once every like 4 days now, just go like crazy. But just real quick, just to iterate what he's saying is I will get a couple matches, and then they match. So I'm like, okay, nice, you know, chill.
They're interested.
Like I'm not interested in anything serious at all, just like whatever. And then I'll say like, hey, you know, whatever I want to say, and then like nothing. And it's happened like 20 times.
I've witnessed it so many times.
Like, why are you matching? It just pisses me off more than anything. Like, what's the point?
And
like,
you're not being hecka dry. You're not just like hi.
And I'm not being hella like bold where it's like send me a nude or something. Like what? You know?
You're crafting good introduction messages based off of like the bio or the pictures. You know, it's
for the
good
most
shit.
part. Exactly.
If I was a girl.
You'd be going crazy.
I'd be in that garage fucking on my
steaming
knees.
It up. And I don't know, like I'm not tripping, like I said, whatever, I guess, you know, fuck it, whatever. Like I guess that's why there's a wage gap. So I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But no, like it's just interesting because we were talking about this earlier. Like we kind of think like, what do people think of us? Like just like crossing the street or just like in anything, like maybe just pay in a register and the cashier. Like what does the cashier even think of me?
Do they think I'm interesting?
Yeah, like
do they
whatever.
think I'm boring? Do they think I'm a
Like,
Trump supporter?
Exactly. So it's just like same thing for this. Like what made you go? What made you respond or what made you not respond? You know?
That's so fucking interesting. I swear I wonder that like all day, every day. Like, what does this person think of me?
And like
you know?
everyone has their own little like opinion and like own little quick yes or no, I would date you or F you or whatever. You know?
I think subconsciously, that goes through most people's heads. Like how attractive are they?
Like a second, you're like even if you saw like 50 people in like the span of a minute, you're like yes, no, yes, no, no, yes, no, no. Like even enough. Do I even have enough energy to look at you for more than 2 minutes? You know, like exactly. Yeah. And it seems brutal, but like in real life, like even not being a dog, but that's just like human. It's just like
human nature.
Are you interested? Are you not? Are you interesting? Are you not?
What's your hips to shoulder ratio?
Yeah. What's your like shoulders to waist ratio for men? Do you have a Dorito?
Yeah.
You know. But yeah. So we're at 36 minutes. We still got some time.
Let's see. Was there anything else I brought up that we haven't talked about?
Badminton.
I rolled the fuck out of my ankle at badminton today, dude. I haven't told you that yet because I don't know why I thought it'd be interesting. It's probably not that interesting, but I feel like I'm always fucking rolling my ankles. Like when we played tennis a while ago, I didn't even roll my ankle, but I just changed angles like really quickly, and like the inside of my ankle, I don't know, something happened. My ligament fucking stretched a little bit. But yeah, badminton, I like cut to the right, and my left ankle like it rolled bad, and like the whole like left top of my foot, like literally just when I walk, it's like, it hurts really fucking bad.
I can feel it.
So I'm kind of scared, but whatever.
Can you tell them about your like Japanese not coworkers, but like fellow athletes?
Yeah, and I'm taking a badminton class at Stan State, and I have 3 classmates in there that are from Japan, which is sick.
So cool.
And I want to talk to them more because I've hardly gotten like a chance to talk to them. But yeah, the other day I was like partnered with one of them by my teacher, and it's just like I want to ask what they think about America, you know, but I
Mhm.
haven't gotten that far yet. I will, but it's
Yeah.
just like it's very short. Like, okay, ask them this, and she tells us what to ask them, you know,
Yeah.
just to get to know our classmates and shit. But yeah, she was like, "Oh, tell them about your like Valentine's Day," and then I was like, "Oh yeah, I went to with my girlfriend. You know, I went to go eat," and then she was like, "Oh, I just stayed home." But then she said that, and she was like, "Do you live in the dorms?" I'm just like, like
Yeah.
it's just like it's so like precious that she doesn't really know what else to say.
Yeah. Like
you
she
know?
only knows what she's like done.
Yeah,
You know?
and it's like broken English, so it's like I try my best to like talk to them,
Yeah.
but it's just cool. They dress how I would expect somebody from Japan to dress, and like how they are in like anime, kind of.
Like they're just swagged out, right?
This is swag, yeah. Like
Dude, they go so hard on their
hard.
fits. Like
They wear like
they're
puffy
never
like jackets,
they're never-
unzipped,
yeah.
cool shirt, and then they'll wear like super baggy pants, and then like all white leather shoes. They look
Fitted.
so sick. And then
just
yeah,
main character vibes all the time.
today in class, shortly before I rolled my ankle, I was playing with this other one. I thought there was two, but now there's 3 people from Japan in there. I don't know what's going on, but I guess they're all taking badminton.
I
But
know. What if Batman's like hecka popular over there?
I know, imagine. They're pretty raw, actually, all of them.
Huh.
But yeah, I was playing with one chick, and I was her partner. She's so funny. She's just so like energetic about like everything. And she was like telling me I'm hella good. She's like, "You're so fun. You're so good."
Mhm.
Like, oh, it's so sick.
He's like, yes. Every hit.
Eren Yeager.
Eren Yeager.
And that's the thing, dude. I want to ask them if they watch anime, because like we watch anime and a lot of our friends do too.
That's like honestly, that's like something I ask to like everyone right now. Like I'm
Mhm.
just like, oh, like
It's a
you
hot,
watch anime.
it's a hot
It'd be
take.
super sick. Like, cause at least I could talk to you enthusiastic about something.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Cause like no one's gonna do jujitsu. You know? Like, and then
Yeah.
like rock climbing, I barely do enough to be like exciting.
Mhm.
Tennis maybe, but it's like
All their
anime
little
something I do
niches.
daily where I could be like, oh, if you watch it, like we could talk about
Keep going.
something like every day about that. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's cool. It's like I see hella people at school too just wearing anime shirts. This is one guy in my badminton class too. Every single day since we started, it's an anime shirt. It's like Demon Slayer, Attack on Titan, fucking I saw My Hero one. There's
Nice.
just so many anime things.
I wish I had more, but they're so expensive.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, dude, I got
'Cause
an
they're,
Attack
like,
on Titan
made-
shirt. I haven't
Really?
showed you yet. Yeah,
Oh,
it's fucking
nice.
sick.
We'll put it on the screen right here.
But yeah, I want to ask them if they watch anime, but I don't want to ask them like right off the rip because that's
Yeah,
I don't want to
it
be
could
like
a little-
racist. Like
it could be a little prejudiced, I guess, like in a sense, you know. But
I don't
feel
think
like
it's that bad because it's like their culture, but
Yeah, I feel
still,
like they'll
it's
think about like they won't. I
Yeah,
don't think
I
they
don't
will,
think they
because
would
they're so
question it.
wholesome and they're
Yeah.
probably like, oh,
they're
yeah.
so nice, dude. I've
Yeah.
heard that like, the culture in Japan is very like polite. Like everybody's so like
I think it's so much about like
they
respect.
don't want to.
you
Yeah,
know?
respect.
Respect
Yeah.
and polite.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, like I'm sure like over here probably people think we're kind
Mhm.
of about respect. Back in the day.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. What
mean,
are
it's
we
like
about
someone-
here in America?
Like what do you mean?
I feel like most people who would come from like another country abroad, you know, I feel like they would all say like the food's really unhealthy here. I feel like
Oh,
that's a
yeah.
very common one.
Everything's
Like,
fried.
the meals are
Everything's
huge.
quick and fried.
Yeah, and everything's just quick and fried and like unhealthy and shit.
Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, let's talk about some bads and some goods. Like
Of
that I would
America?
think. Okay, so some bads is
America.
like fried. We'll go back and forth. Ready? Quick ones.
All right.
Fried.
Wait, of the food or just
or
our
just
culture?
of everything, of culture, of everything.
Okay. Fat.
What's it called? When you're not so quick, huh?
Not quick at all.
When like so private,
Private. Oh,
like
not
very
social?
individualistic and like family individualistic. Like there's no like
Mhm.
it's not really crazy culturally like mix where it's like loud almost, you know?
Yeah, there's a splash of racism. That's what I'll say.
As a fucking cup of water. of racism. Which hopefully will get better within the years. And I'm sure it has.
I'm sure through the generations it'll
yeah,
keep getting
it'll
better.
dwindle.
Mhm.
Hopefully,
Yeah.
people start dying and everything.
Yeah.
And a couple more bads, real quick.
Bad. Let's just get the bad out of the way. Christian.
Especially considering like the 1900s Christians.
God damn it. Mhm.
What's it called?
I think.
Privileged.
Oh yeah, a lot
Like,
of privilege.
super privileged
Wealth gap.
hugely.
Huge.
At least in every other
Big
country,
league.
they're just poor everywhere. Here we're just like 80%, 90%'s poor, and then
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
1% rich. But at least everyone thinks like how like United States so rich, you know?
Yeah. Okay, good. We gotta say some good.
Yeah, I gotta say some good. I gotta
All you hear
represent
is
because I'm not
bad
like a
nowadays.
totally America hater, you know?
Yeah.
Like I respect the country as in like obviously people want to be here.
I think there's a lot of worse places we could live.
Exactly. And like a lot of people want to be here for a reason. Like I don't think it's straight propaganda where it's like they only want to be here because we say it's the best. It's like no, like bro, do you know like how much stuff we have? Like be appreciative too, you know?
Yeah.
Cuz I feel like if you down talk United States a lot, you're not really realizing how worse it is for other places and
you
you
kind of
could
start to take it for granted.
Yeah, so you gotta show respect there. And I would say like one is it's pretty like and like an experimental in a way, kind of like just the foundation we're on. Like okay, like I know we were built on like
freedom
and like mix of people and like mix of ideas, and like obviously back in the day it wasn't really like that. Like even like the Constitution, how it's like was it like what is it, the false statement, like everyone's free, everyone has like
all men are created equal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like obviously that wasn't
That was the
true.
intention. Yeah.
You know? But like the statement is still there where like this was the place where it's like at least you could try. And like now it's starting to become that, you know?
Yeah.
But like other countries it's like I feel like that statement was never there, so like the standards never changed. You know? So like at least we're like even if it's a lie, we set the standard and eventually it starts coming up. So that's pretty interesting. How it's like cool, you know?
I think on some American dream type shit, it really is a place where you can like if you work really, 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 really fucking hard
And luck.
and some luck along the way, you can make it. Like you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
Like, you can become an actor or a fucking soccer player or a fucking you can own a museum or like you know like what you want to do. I feel like you really can do if you fucking grind your ass off.
You know.
But
and it's sometimes like unfair, like how much you had to grind. Where it's like you should.
Some people are
like
just
it shouldn't even be that way. Like where you have to like work 18 hours a day and like really grind everything you love just to get something you love later. Like it shouldn't be that way, but like you could at least kind of like you might be able to do it, you know?
Yeah.
And like you don't have to be crazy where it's like you're a football star.
Yeah.
It'd be like maybe one day I want to like open up a restaurant.
Yeah.
And you just got here. It might take you like 10 years of grinding. Like I said, it's not fair that it happens like that. But at least you can get it. And I feel like in other countries, it's like you're so backtracked and you're so limited with like wages and everything and like just even like oppression and all that stuff that's like you don't even get a chance. Like you don't even get a chance. You're just living to live.
Isn't
You know?
it fucking crazy that North Korea is a thing?
Yeah,
like,
it's still a thing. And
it's not talked about ever. Like how often do you hear people saying like, you know how crazy it is that like North Korea is just completely communist and like, dude, people in North Korea don't even know that like the world exists, you know? Like they're literally so like brainwashed and like deprived of any outside knowledge of the world that they just think that like they think that their country's like the greatest nation in the world and like they're the only fucking nation and that like they're fucking is it still Kim Jong-un? I don't know who it is. He's like the best. He's like a god basically. It's fucking insane.
He doesn't have a
dude.
butthole.
Oh yeah, wasn't that in the interview?
It's the movie.
The movie.
Yeah, it's crazy how like
nobody talks about that.
Propaganda is crazy in the mind, you know, and like how much power. It's crazy how much power social media has too. Like like how if I really wanted to, like I can manipulate so many people to like who knows?
Like you can make people think you're handsome.
Exactly, with enough filters. Fuck you. But it's crazy. Like I could do like a tweet that says like Canada sucks because something.
Yeah.
And like it has 2 million likes.
And people are like, dude, Canada fucking sucks. Have you heard?
But like, what if like 1 million of those were just auto-bot generated?
Yeah.
But like, you see that enough times where it's like, oh, Canada must suck because everyone else is agreeing with it. Like,
yeah,
I'm sure it sucks, you know?
Did you ever get accounts recommended to you on like Instagram that are like actually have fake followers and shit?
Like where they have like 6,000 followers for some reason or something?
No, they'll have like hella likes and comments, but I'll go in the comments because I'll be like, damn, I want to know where this place is. It's usually travel shit for me. That's what's recommended.
Oh, it's hella
and I click in the comments and it's just like hella like
same comments.
Random ass emojis. What the fuck is going on
like
here?
What is like? It's so weird. It's so weird how like social media. There's such a fake side to it. Like where it's like
it's so unhealthy, dude. When you really think about it,
it's like so gray in a world. Like I just feel like it's so gray. You know, like that's what I describe it as.
Yeah.
It's also so cool though because I've been on TikTok so much and it's so fun.
I like social media for sure, but like I feel like if you let it really like define what you think about the world and how everybody else lives, it's so fucking unhealthy because all you're seeing is highlights and shit. So if your life sucks and all you're looking at is like other people's lives, like everybody's just posting highlights, you know?
Yeah. Like
So
that Reno
it's
trip
like-
was shit.
Dude, it was dog shit.
I was fucking miserable the whole time. No, but like even then, like okay, on some real, like even on the Reno trip, I'm sure there was some times where like we weren't doing stuff.
Yeah, like that video looks like we were having fun all the time.
Yeah.
And like there was some downtime. You
yeah,
know?
there was some
Like,
downtime. There's some time where we're like,
What are we doing,
dang, we
you
want
know?
to do this or whatever, and like it didn't work, or we're just
Yeah.
like tired. But honestly, that trip was like 80% great.
It was really
It
fun.
was really great. Like that was one of my favorite trips. Of like really nice, cozy. I want to go back again.
Reno was sick. We
It was
both
really
talked
fun.
about like we just fantasized about dropping our jobs and moving away there.
Yeah.
And I feel like it was fucking sick. Like it had everything that like I would want. you
Yeah,
know?
it was really nice, and I think I had a good balance and everything. And like I was telling Chris, like we all expect to live till 60 or something, you know.
Mhm.
But if we just like told each other like, hey, we're only gonna live till like 25, we drop everything
Like,
and
get
we
the
do whatever,
Fuck
you know.
outta here, dude.
We do it whatever we can for the next 4 years.
Tell you
And
how
it's
I
like,
really
why don't we do
feel.
that now? Like besides the fact that maybe once we're 30 we might be homeless.
Yeah.
But like, what if we weren't? Like, what if you just get like we moved to freaking Reno.
uh-huh.
We work whatever just to survive, and like we end up finding something we like super love, and it's just sustainable enough to do that every day.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I need, you
Yeah.
know. So it's just like crazy how we just settle so much for our dreams. We just push them, you know.
I know.
But if we die, nothing.
Dude,
for
one
nothing.
way that you put it, you're like, you have to work. Okay, when we were talking about starting this podcast, I don't remember what my excuse was, but I was like throwing out excuses, being a little,
Like always,
little
Just kidding.
fucking chestnut.
little chestnut,
And
chesty
fucking
chest.
slag. And I remember you said, you're like, dude, think about work. We fucking make time for work. Like, we get scheduled and we don't even question it. We go, you know? And you're
Mhm.
like, you got to be like that with shit that you like to do. Like, don't even fucking question it. Just do it, you know? And, like,
Yeah.
make time for it and do it. And I was like, wow, it's a great fucking way to look at it. Like,
Think
why
about
am
it.
I obeying this fucking person I hate for this company I hate? And I'm just forcing myself to, like, go and keep going. And,
Mhm.
like, why would you not do the same with what you like, you know? What you want to do.
88. If you told yourself like to make 8 hours a day for something, it's like crazy.
Mhm.
But we already do it like for so much, you
Yeah,
know.
we do.
And it's kind of hard though, because it's hard to make 8 hours for something and then make another 8 hours of something. So that's
Mhm.
tough. But like 8 hours of something and 1 hour of something else at least.
Yeah.
You know, it's always kind of like, okay, I think I could do it. Because if I
Mhm.
could do it for someone else that like I don't give a shit about, and I really don't want to, like I have every reason not to, I still do it.
Yeah.
Then we could do it for something else. You know?
What do you think we're gonna be when we're older? What do you think's gonna happen to us?
I don't know, dude. Hopefully we're here. Just,
You know,
dude, it's crazy. It's
I
just
never
like
think about the future, bro. I never think about the future.
it's just there's so many options, so it gets overwhelming. You know, there's so many.
Yeah.
Like who knew what I was gonna be like when I was 2 years ago, like
That
now. You
seriously,
know, like what
yeah.
the fuck? You know, like I'm still friends with you. I have a mullet. You know, like so
Yeah.
much shit's changed. I know how to fight. You know,
Yeah.
I'm almost 160. Woo,
Woo.
big boy.
God damn it, I'm like 132. What's
You'll
wrong
get
with me? I've been eating hella.
I was 132, I think,
God
when I was
damn it.
12.
Shut the fuck up.
No, yeah, but
I
you're also
got a
like
good
smaller too. You're shorter.
point.
I
Yeah,
think
I'm
that.
very short. Dude, I have short ass legs. I'm just realizing that. I wish
Mm.
my legs were longer. 'Cause I feel like when you got long legs, you can wear whatever kind of pants you want and they look cool.
Dude, you know who's hot as shit? Noel.
No, it's
'Cause
fucking banging, bro.
He's built and he's tall, and that's a man.
What do
you know?
want? Oh, dude. I want to talk about height.
Uh huh.
I just feel like height in our society is like such a fucking. It's so emphasized for men. Like, if you're not tall, like, what are you doing? Basically, like, you know what I mean? How do you feel about that? Are you happy with your height?
I'm all.
You happy being 5'5"?
Fuck.
See, like, jokes like that are possible
I'm like,
because of
fuck
our
you.
societal values.
Like fuck you. I was like, all my friends are 5'5". Yeah, it's true. Cause like I don't know. I'm content with my height. I think for most of my like, opposites, like of genders,
Oh,
like I've been with, like I've always kind of like been taller and stuff, like slightly at
Mhm.
least, but more like kind of taller, like a
Yeah.
lot taller, and it's been nice. But I'm also a lot of my friends are shorter,
yeah.
like super short, like below average.
I think
So
you're
you
the
have
tallest
you-
one besides
just kidding.
Noel.
Yeah. No, like a lot of my friends are kind of shorter. So you got
Mhm.
you and like Angel and Andrew. I'm not. You guys aren't any, like crazy short. You're just shorter, like 5'6" ish.
Yeah.
And so it kind of helps me too, because I'm like, oh, I'm kind of taller, you know. But then I go out into the real world, and then I start like looking at everyone, and I
Yeah.
start looking like I'm slightly like this all the time.
Same.
Damn, what the shit? Like I'm not
Yeah.
that tall, and like I don't care because whatever.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm like, damn, bro, to be tall, like, I know that if you're 6'2" and you're talking to people all the time, you're subconscious thinking you're better. Like, you're looking down at someone that's 5'5", and they're trying to tell you something. You can't even hear them, you know? Like, that's, you're that boy. So it would be kind of cool to be, like, tall and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And, like, but I'm sure there's some annoying things.
Yeah.
There's not annoying thing. You just get
There's
pussy
some
thrown at you. Like,
there's some crazy statistic like out there, or like a trend that's been proven by studies and stuff, that a lot of like men and like I think women too in like high power positions in like companies and shit, they're always fucking tall. They're like
yeah, I think
more
that's
than likely
study,
are gonna be tall.
Which
It's
is, like,
damn.
people in like power,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
like, and it makes sense because I'll see like crazy ass tall people and they're always in power.
They
You know?
are, right?
And it's like, dang, you know, you're that boy.
How tall is Joe Biden? How tall is Joe Biden?
I feel like we underestimate how tall people are too. Like sometimes, like
I don't.
like
I don't imagine.
you know,
I
don't imagine him
Biden
taller.
being tall.
but I'm pretty sure it is. Watch, let's
like
look
a
it
cool
up.
like 5'8", you know. Let's look it up. I'm gonna drink some water real quick.
He's 6 foot.
Fuck, I got water in the mic. That's not good. He's 6 foot.
Is that crazy? Like, I'm telling you, underestimate like people in position of power. Like,
If he's 6 foot, I'm fucking. No, I'm just kidding.
how tall is Donald Trump?
Donald Trump.
Hurry up, we're speed banging this.
Dude, I don't want to say he's tall because I don't really want to give him like the credit, but he's got to be like 6'1".
5'2". Let's just say that. Oh, he's 6'3".
6'3"?
Yeah.
Fuck, he's tall.
Barack Obama.
5'11".
6'2".
God damn it.
Bernie Sanders.
Do you
that
play
motherfucker
basketball?
Bernie Sanders looks tall.
He looks short. He's 5'9".
What? Yeah, he's 6 foot.
Really?
That's what I'm saying.
With the mittens in that picture? No way he's 6 foot.
Can you
With
do
the
a
hunch?
can you do a Bernie Sanders accent? I've never heard you.
I don't really know his voice well enough.
I just like
What do you want me to say?
the Constitution is a lie.
The Constitution. I don't know. That's
Yeah,
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
how does he do that? He knows. He knows he can.
I know. Jaime's always gassing me up for my impersonations.
I can't do impersonation for shit.
I think
though,
I'm
so
good
the
because I used to do them for my family all the time. My family would be like, do this one, and I'd do it, and they'd like laugh their ass off. So I always used to practice like impersonations and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jaime's always gassing me up, and I feel like mine are like very average, like not that good. But I want to start practicing them a little bit so I could start saying them, you know?
Yeah. Do you think we should probably start calling it?
Probably cut. I feel like I got a lot more to say, but fuck it.
But I think timing-wise, it's good.
Yeah.
Alrighty, guys. Let's see some quick recaps and maybe some future announcements. One, go check out the Reno video. Don't forget, because it was a lot of time to make and a lot of effort, and it's a banger.
Can we subscribe too? Because we only have 26 subscribers.
Which is, we're appreciated for every subscriber. And
True, we only make videos.
Me and him have a really good take time with this. We're chilling.
Yeah, we're patient.
But sometimes it pisses me off because I get 270 views plus. That was like before it expired. Views on my story. My
Instagram.
Story. And I'm only getting 20 subscribers. Like, I have 20 close, or I have more than 20 close friends. Not like close friends.
The math ain't mathing.
Like, how are you guys not subscribing? It just takes 2 seconds. Like, you guys talk to me.
One
every
click.
day.
One.
But, whatever.
Yeah.
But, yeah, if you guys can check that out, it really means a lot. We changed the Valley Boys. Oh, well, let me take a second. Chris loves those fart clips in Valley Boys, and I hate them because I hate farts.
In Valley Boys.
Or in that.
In the Reno video.
I hate farts and I hate burps.
I love fart humor. I'm so childish.
I hate farts and I hate boogers.
Yeah.
Those, like, even the words are gross.
Yeah.
So the fact that he keeps them, I just did that for you guys. Anyways, we changed the Valley Boys Instagram to our normal Crime A, and we're gonna see how we kind of iterate that. But so far, that's that. We'll probably have this posted within the next 3 days, right?
Are we waiting until next week, or are we just gonna put it up?
I think we should just put it up.
All right.
Trying to get a third mic. We might have.
We're gonna get a third mic.
We might have a couple guests in mind that we want to get in really soon.
Mm-hmm.
Stay tuned for that. Venmo us if you want to be on. We're not taking any, but you can still Venmo us.
Yeah. And you're not knowing where I live, bitch. There's no way.
There's no way.
Damn. I think that's pretty good. Check us out. Give us a like. Subscribe.
Oh, show me real quick. Chris got clawed before he got on here.
Oh, my God,
let's get an
dude.
update because it wasn't that
Okay, this is
bad.
in my garage, so I have to back my mom's car out. and my cat lives in this garage, and we don't let him outside. So I put him in the car with me, backed it out, took him out of the car in my arm, shut the garage door, and he like freaks out with like loud noises. So he's freaking out, and he scratched the shit out of me on my face. Is it red? I don't know if they can see that.
Is it that side?
Yeah, it's right here.
Oh, it was way worse earlier. Oh, it's not that bad actually. It was worse at first. It was kind of bad.
Damn
It
it.
didn't look bad, but it looked like it was gonna get bad.
Yeah.
But it didn't get bad.
I got fucking demolished.
Alrighty.
All right.
Tatsuke.
See you guys later.